You've probably heard the word retirement your whole life. You got to save for it, plan for it. One day you'll get there. But here's what no one's kind of talking about. Retirement doesn't mean what it used to, and more people over 50 aren't winding down. They're getting started, they're building something, they're earning online. Some are even doing it with skills they didn't even think were valuable. They're choosing what this stage of life looks like. I call it the retirement shift. And let's stop giving that word a negative spin because retirement doesn't have to mean the end. It can mean a reset, a shift into something better, where you decide how work fits into your life, not the other way around. It's a move away from the old model of stop working completely and into a new approach of creating income on your terms. Hi, I'm Tracy. I help people over 50 figure out how to show up online in a way that feels good, not overwhelming, using what you already know. In this video, I'll show you why this shift is happening, how people just like you are doing it, and what you can do next, even if you don't consider yourself techie or a business person or someone who thought they would go online. You might be surprised about how much you already have that's worth sharing. So what's really changed? First, we're living longer, we're staying healthier, and wanting more purpose in this stage of our life. Second, the internet flipped the script. You don't need a storefront, a publisher, or a corporate job to earn anymore. And third, we see what happens when we rely too much on the system. Companies downsize, pensions disappear, costs rise faster than paychecks. So instead of sitting back and hoping the math works, more people over 50 are choosing to take control. They're asking, what do I know? What have I done? And how can I use that online to earn in a way that feels right for me? Now, earning online after 50 isn't about becoming an influencer. It's about applying your existing experience in a new way or a different format. Here's what it can look like. It could be teaching what you know through a course, a workshop, or a YouTube channel. You could offer service, consulting, mentoring, editing, organizing, planning. You could be selling a product, whether it's handmade, curated, or digital. And these aren't side hustles. These are practical, proven ways people over 50 are generating income without starting from zero, because this is using what you already know to create something that supports you financially and creatively. If you're curious about what this could look like, I've got a free resource in my video description. So the link is below. Check it out when you're ready. And the barrier to entry has never been lower. If you wanted to do any of this in the past, share what you know, reach an audience, build something of your own, it would have meant big upfront costs. Now, you don't need a storefront, you don't need inventory, you don't need to spend thousands just to get into the game. The tools available today are incredibly powerful, and many of them are free or low cost. Think about it. Even just 6 or 7 years ago, creating a professional looking video meant pricey camera gear, editing software that would cost hundreds, and then you need someone to film you, someone to edit you. Today, you can film on your phone, edit with free apps, and publish to a global audience from your living room. So the real cost isn't money anymore. It's knowing what to do and when. And that part you can absolutely learn. This isn't just about making money. It's about designing what your life looks like from here. Because even if you can retire, you might not want to slow down. You still want more freedom, more purpose, more options. And building something online on your terms gives you all three. It gives you freedom over time, flexibility in how you work, and the ability to earn in a way that aligns with who you are now without reinventing yourself. You don't have to do that. You're good how you are. We're just going to add to it. This is the retirement shift. And it isn't about working longer. It's about working differently or even rethinking what work looks like altogether. Because if you ask me, anytime I do any of my stuff, I don't think I'm working. It doesn't feel like work to me. It feels really good. It does not feel like work. Because let's be honest, if you're counting the years until you can leave your current job behind, I don't think that means you want to stop being useful or creative or independent. I think it just means you're ready for something better, something that's on your terms, where you decide how much you work, who you work with, and what it's all for. So the tools are here, the support is here, and if you're ready to start, here's how I can help. Let's talk it through, book a call. I'll help you figure out what makes sense for you based on your experience, your goals, how you want to work. But if that's too much, it's too real, watch my next video. It'll open your eyes to some possibilities you probably haven't considered yet. Thanks for watching.